5, finance, just fun. 6'5", looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man. I'm looking for a man in finance, just fun. 6'5", blue eyes, finance, just fun. 6'5", blue eyes. Looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man in finance, just fun. 6'5", blue eyes.
Hey. Man, I got all the flavor bitches say I'm delicious. I'ma have all you motherfuckers laying in ditch. I'ma kill all you rappers, I'ma aim with precision. They was rocking with your ass till they made a decision. Making millions cause they know I'm my bitch. A lot of entertainers.
Good morning, Vietnam. How's everyone doing? Boom. Ivy, how are you? Boom. How's everything going? Welcome to the Tuesday night live from Chatham. It's Tuesday night. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. I am busy as a one-arm paper hanger. Okay, now, not that anyone knows what a paper hanger is. That's a person who puts shit up on a wall. It says, hey, missing this, missing that. And one arm is hard to do. Okay, now, I'm busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Okay, so now, welcome on. Happy Tuesday. Hope we have some questions. We have a lot of people who passed the exams this week. Hopefully we'll get into it. I have my class that I'm in every Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm going down to Philly tomorrow, and then I go back up and I have the class again. It's just crazy. Look, it does slow down after this, so I maybe get a chance to sleep. Buckwheat Max, how are you? Hope everyone's doing well. Couple free things. We got some free shit going on, right? So, hold on, Bill. I cough up a lot. So, oh, Linda, yeah, Dodge. My mom's in Naples, and she's in Zone B, and she won't fucking leave. But she said, I'm going to sit here and curl up on my PB&J. I'm like, okay, it might be floating. Might be a little wet. Okay. Now, it might be a little creamy. So, let's go into this. Free resources. First, check out on Facebook. I know only the cool kids go there. I have a group that has almost 6,700 people in it and super active. It's called FINRA and NASAA Exam Test Prep Network. It is a picture of the stock exchange with the American flag on front of it. It's active. It's super active. It's unbelievably. We have chats for every room, and they're doing study groups every day. It's just outstanding, and it's free. Yeah, Linda, good luck to you. Linda, just stay dry, stay up, stay hard. Okay. Max, you know that question. Okay, so now let's go into this for a couple of seconds. Now, the other free resources are obviously my channel, which is the best. We can also look at Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom. He has a great channel. Susie Rhodes over at Past Masters. It's a good channel. And we go from there. If you need a tutoring, I'm here to help you. Series7exam.org. I have tutors on there, so if I'm too busy, you can go to another tutor. Also, check out Michael Weiss over at Series7examtutor.com. And then see, Michael just did with him. They were kicking it today. Now, on that note, if you're taking the essay or any of the exams and you are looking for a vendor, I'm not trying to sell it. Don't even use my motherfucking link. I don't even give a shit. Go check out achievable.me. I have links. You get a little bit of a discount, but I'm telling you right now, just go to the link, check out Achievable. They give you a free trial. It's with a free look or a peek inside. That's what she said. And check them out. No one teaches this stuff better than them. No one does. Okay, now we're on. By the way, I was a little late because my camera, it said, your camera's not working. Although I have a feeling I'll have more viewers. Okay, I'd have more viewers if my camera was off. This is a face made for radio. Okay, here we go. JKG, you are gonna fucking kill this thing. Just how fucking much? Okay. Dodge, baby. Get around that fucking get around that hurricane, baby. Okay. So, this is a question from the actual exam. Okay, this is a question from the actual exam. Now, what happens here is that if you have a bond, say you want a bond at 1,000, it's trading at 800, and you say, you know what, I want to give it to someone, and this is a question from the exam. Mary has a bond, a convertible bond with a large paper loss, and she wants to give it to her niece. What should you do for best tax advantage? Sell the bond, and then sell the bond, then give it to your niece. So you take the loss. She's going to get it at that lower cost basis, okay? She doesn't get the loss, you do. So if it's $900, you buy it for 1,000, it's trading at 800, you sell it for 800, you give the cash to the kid, and they get the cash. If you want to give them that bond, then they're going to get the loss, and that's a bad idea because then they write off the loss and you don't, okay? Or they get the gain. They're going to get it at the worst cost basis. They get the one when you give it to them, okay? So when you give a gift, it's always the lower of the cost basis. If it's a death, it's the higher of the two cost bases. Okay. E-bonds are shit. Okay. I know you. Michael's going to be, Pick Me Boy is going to be ready on this test. I full on believe that he's actually going to be ready. I know he will.
Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind.
Boom. There we go. Okay. Okay. Bruce the man. Now, Bruce didn't say it on here, but guess what he did? He saw E-bonds. Remember, E-bonds are like savings bonds. They're not securities. Bruce passed the 66, so he is done.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Boom, baby. There we go, baby. Bruce beat that damn test. So double E bonds are treasury, they're savings bonds. Those are the things like Aunt Tia gives you when you're born, and when you turn 18, you go to the bank and hand them in, and she buys them for $250. They're worth $1,000. Okay. I did. They're wrong. I did because I'm telling you the questions on the exam. Hold on. Now I gotta go fucking look. Oh, hang up. Trying to find it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll figure it out. Oh, I'll try it on this one. Hold on. You'll talk to each other. I love it when they don't answer it. Here we go. Let's see. Nope, doesn't understand. Nobody says it anywhere. The only reason I say it is what it is. Okay. Sure. Hold on. I'm going to leave this alone. Okay. Cam, I'll have to come back to you on that one because I'm telling you right now, the way the question was on the exam, the only fucking answer was charter or resolution. Okay. Okay, I'll come back to that, Cam. JKG, you're going to boom. Okay. Linda, B shares are suitable. B shares are suitable for someone who's B shares are suitable for someone who's like mid, like maybe going to hold it for 5 to 10 years, maybe longer, but it's not a lot of money. B share, most firms have gotten rid of B shares, first of all. So if it's for mid to long term, they're going to do B shares. That's the way it's going to go. They're going to do B shares moving forward. Okay. So if you're going to put a long term, if you have a lot of money, you're going to do A shares because you get break points in long term. If you have mid to long term and you don't have a lot of money, B shares might be better because over the long haul, that after 5 or 10 years, there's no more sales charge. And that you have to decide if that saves you more than the A shares. And then C shares is for short term only. Okay. Okay. There we go. I love you. Right. The market price of the day the gift happened. That would be it, right? That's literally what it is. No. Yeah. So that's what the SD says that the cost basis is what the market price of the day the gift happened. So if I have a loss, I give them at the cost basis of when I give the gift. And if it's a loss, that's going to be lower than when we bought it. Okay. 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 Well, Evan, yeah, again, don't worry about margin too much in the test. You're going to get 3 or 4 questions max. Really, you're not going to get a whole lot of them, okay? There's not going to be a ton of them, I promise you that. But they're not none. I mean, some people get none, but for the most part, you're going to get some questions, but they're much more about SMA, shit like that. They're a lot less about like the crazy shit that the vendors do. They really make you go crazy. Now, the thing is, you're better on the options, okay? So Evan, remember this. So the formula, okay, so remember the formula, okay? The formula for equity is market minus debit. Just write it down. What it's worth minus 1 I owe. Okay, that's the first one. Now on the short side, it's credit balance minus market. Okay, now moving on. If it's equity is market minus debit on the long side, on short side, it's credit minus market. It's always about the market value. Now, the next part is SMA is always equity minus rate T, always equity minus rate T. That's really what it is, okay? Now, okay. Now, for buying power, it's 2 times SMA. So remember, so long is market minus debit, short is credit minus market. We're good with that. Then we have SMA, which is equity minus rate T, which is half the market value. Then we have buying power is 2 times SMA. Okay. So I think we're okay. I don't know the QIDs, Max. Don't worry about that. Yeah, your gift is a cost basis is market value. That's literally the thing, right? So if you buy a bond at 1,000 and it's trading at 800, you have a paper loss. If you then give the person the bond, they're getting the $800, which is the lower cost basis. Okay. Okay. It's not that hard. Okay. Between a balanced fund and a blended fund. So what's a balanced fund? A balanced fund is one that has mutual funds, okay? It has mutual funds. It has preferred and common. I don't see the difference between a blended and a versus balanced fund. I must think they're the same damn thing. Okay. I kind of think they're the same thing, but let me double check to make sure I'm not wrong. Boy, you're fucking nailing me today. Having a bad day. Okay, so this is what they say, okay? Blended, according to them, look, in real world, nobody's doing this, but a blended fund has both growth and income stocks, just different stocks, growth and income stocks, okay? And value, or whatever, growth, income, value, whatever it is, all single class. Now, if we have a balanced, it means it's stocks, bonds, and preferreds. So blended is multiple growth, income, value in the same class, okay? All stock. A balanced fund is when you have preferred, common, and bonds, and the preferred. So you're balanced between all that. Gerard, what test are you taking? So, boy, I don't know what's going on today. Gerard, what test are you taking? If you're not taking the 24, I wouldn't worry about this fucking thing. Okay. Gerard, yeah, tell me what take your tech. Okay. So now we're good. Balanced is common, preferred, and bonds. Blended is like growth, income, value stocks, different kind of stocks. Okay. Mauricio, that is awesome. Okay. I'm having a tough fucking day. Once in a while, you just have a bad day, right? So I need a break. There we go.
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang.
Okay. Here we go. Because unless you're talking about what you do with the 140%, that's maybe it. Okay, let me go back to this. Corey. Okay, here's the thing. There is no rule on monthly statements other than penny stocks, okay? Penny stocks are the only ones. Penny stocks are the only thing that have monthly statements. They do that activity. Every firm in the world does it. Quarterly, unless there's activity, then it's monthly. But FINRA only requires monthly. There's no FINRA rule that says monthly other than penny stocks. Hold on. I'll get back to you in a second, Denise. Boom. That's awesome. Always read the book, baby. Always read the book. That is outstanding. We are so happy for you.
Oh, ching-ching-ching. Here come the hot stepper. I'm the lyrical gangster. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Still love you like that.
Okay. Michael, shut the fuck up. Seriously, shut the fuck up. You need to focus on one fucking thing. Michael LaRosa, the only thing you're focusing on right now is the Series 7. Nothing else. I don't want to hear 9. I don't want to hear 10. I don't want to hear 24. I don't want to hear anything other than Series 7. That's your focus on this shit. Okay, now. Formula 4. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple things on this, right? So I just talked about the one, right? So the one is equity is market minus debit on the long and credit minus market on the short. We got that, okay? The other part of it is, okay, the other one is SMA is equity minus reg T. That's SMA, and then buying power is 2 times SMA. We're good with that. Let's jump on this. Now, if we're talking about what's minimum maintenance, then it's 25% of the market value on the long or 30% on the short. If they're talking about the stock moving, like at what point do you hit minimum maintenance? That's the trick. So you want to find out where the debit balance is 25% below the market value, equity. So you do debit divided by 0.75, and then, or you do credit balance on the short divided by 1.3. So again, debit divided by 0.75, credit divided by 1.3. That's if they say how low or how high it can go before we hit minimum maintenance. They're not saying what is minimum maintenance. They're saying at what market value. So if you see at what market value hit minimum maintenance, If it's a debit, you do debit divided by 0.75. If it's a credit, you do credit divided by 1.3. Boom. Look at that. We're done. I can go home. It's not even 9 o'clock and I'm out of questions. That is fucking awesome. Okay. That's right, Linda. That's right. We're going to get this. You're going to rock this thing on Monday. I have zero doubt they're going to rock this thing. So now, let me go back to the guy who fucking drove me nuts. Where are you? I'm ready for multiple personnel. Okay. So I'm looking this up a little bit. I'm trying to find it. Okay, now. The corporate resolution, a document signed by the board authorizing the corporation to engage in option trading, is often names the individuals who are authorized to make trades on behalf of the corporation. The corporate charter, these documents provide the legal foundation of the corporation and demonstrate its authority to engage in investment activities, including trading options. So literally fucking both, okay? So now let's go back to what STC said. I had it. So if you want to open a cash account, it says you need. So here's the thing. They're saying no matter what you do, you need a resolution. I guess that makes sense. And to open options, you also need the charter. That's fair. Okay. So I'm wrong. I've been wrong. No matter what you do, you need the resolution, which lists the names of the authorized traders. Then you need the charter to open the others. So Cam, you fucking asshole, you showed me as being wrong. That's okay. Okay. I don't know what that's. It's funny. That shit doesn't show up. When you do emojis, they don't really show up that well. Let's see if I can take this off. There we go. Yeah, it's funny. The emojis, it says text screen game over. That mean I'm dead? Okay. Look, if we're done at 9, we're done at 9. I'll deal with it, right? We can do that. Okay. Anyone else have any more questions? Or do I got to sit there and just ramble for 10 minutes? Okay. Does anyone know what super voting shares is? Can anyone tell me what super voting shares is? I talked about it today in my class. Let's see if anyone knows what super voting shares are. I'm just going to hang out. I know what we can do since everyone's being fucking shy here. Let me do this. I'm going to do a favor. We're going to do a little. Okay. So leverage is borrowing money, right? So usually when they talk about leverage, they're talking about the debt to equity ratio, okay? Now, again, anyone who's taking cap on a piss perfect, you're going to get some asshole questions, right? But leverage, okay, leverage is usually going to be debt to equity. How much debt we have versus the market capitalizations. Okay. If you want to open any kind of corporate account, you need the resolution. The charter is for opening margin and options. Yep. Okay. Good. We like it. So super voting shares is like Zuckerberg owns like 38% of the shares, but he has like 60% of the votes. Boom. Yes. More influence. We're on with you, Aaron. I got it. Well, more influence on this. So what happens is you get to vote. So even though Zuckerberg owns less than 50%, he owns more than 50%. So he does everything. There's nothing that can get voted on that he can be outvoted on. No, I teach a class for the SIE in New Jersey somewhere. They hire me to come in every month and teach for like every Monday, Tuesday, Friday. And then I'm going down to Philly, I think for an SIE class. I think it's SIE. I usually get there and they tell me what the class I'm teaching. It doesn't really matter. I kind of just blurt out for 8 hours, whatever they need. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Where are we? We're going to have a little fun here. Where are we? I'm going to see if I can do some questions here. Here's a great suitability question. I don't know if it's going to be too big for the screen, but let's see. I get hired by them. I don't do classes, right? If they hire me, I do a class. I don't do any Like, you know what I mean? I don't do any classes where I come in and run a class and people join. It's if you guys get everyone together, I'll do it. Okay, so I'm going to make this bigger so we can all read it. See how delayed it is. Okay. Let's see if it gets bigger. I don't know if you can read it. Can you all read that or no? Read everyone do number 2 if you can read it. Okay. 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 With income strategies, cover calls and cover. Okay. 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 Sure. I mean, okay, look, I want questions, but I don't want broad like fucking, okay, talk about the 7 shit, but I'll work on that. Okay, so now, okay. So with income strategies, cover calls, everyone try to answer number 2 while I talk. Okay. Yes, the strike price and the market price just tells you remember, in the money, Karen, in the money and out of the money have nothing to do with profit or loss. It's literally, if you have a call, if the price is above the strike, it's in the money. If it's below, it's out of the money. If the market price is below the strike price, it's in the money. If it's above, it's out of the money. Ivy, what specific are you talking about on taxes? Okay. Now, can I talk to most about muni facts? Okay, so muni facts, you mean so what do you got to know? So what do we know about munis? First of all, you buy them for income. They're tax-free. They're for income. We should all know this shit, okay? You buy them for income. Rich people buy them because they're tax-free. GOs are for shit that's free to use. You need voter approval to. I'm not going to repeat any of this shit because you see I'm in a bad mood today, right? So now, GOs they pay for shit that's free to use, like high schools, libraries, community centers, stuff like that, and they have to be voted on before you can issue them. They have a thing called debt coverage ratio, not debt service, debt to capita. They have that's a ratio they look like debt per capita, how much debt we have per person. I'm gonna give everyone a chance. I got 42 people on here, and 3 people have answered. So we're gonna see what happens now. And Ivy, tell me specific things on taxes. I can help you out on that. Other than so now, GOs are for stuff that's free to use. You need voter approval. Debt per capita is the way we look at it. The population trends getting growing or shrinking. It tells us whether a GO is strong or not. What else do we want to know? They have debt limits. It means you can't raise more than a certain amount of money without changing the constitution of the town or the city or the state. Let's talk about revenue bonds. Also, GO bonds are never subject to AMT. Okay, now, moving on from this. If we have everyone, I need more than, if I have 42 people on here, I can definitely get more than 3 people answering. Okay, now, okay. Hold on. Hang, baby. That's awesome. Hanging around, baby. That is outstanding, Hang, baby. That is outstanding. Okay. Back to this. So revenue bonds are backed for projects. So there's stuff that costs money. So you have to do, before you issue them, you have to get a feasibility study. Will it cover its debts? Will it make money? You have to do a legal opinion. That's a lawyer saying, is it legal? Is there insurance? Who owes the money on it? If it's like an industrial development bond, is it tax-free? Are they allowed to issue it? They do not look at suitability, feasibility, or whether it's going to make money. They have debt service they have debt coverage ratio. A lot of people getting it right. There's some right, some wrong here. Let's go. We got more people answering. Now you have debt coverage ratio, meaning they look at it and they go, are we bringing enough money in to cover the debt service, which is the interest and principal? And what does affect that is whether it's gross revenue or net revenue, right? So gross revenue means that they're paying the debt service out of the top line money it's coming in. The net revenue, okay, is that you're paying the debt service or the interest after you pay the operations and maintenance. Like gross is like your paycheck. Like if I'm going to pay you $50,000 a year, that's what, $4,100 a month. That's the gross, the 4,100. But what you walk away with is like 2,900 or 3,100. That's your net. So if I'm going to pay it out of the gross, there's more money to be paid. If I pay it out of the net, it's after the taxes and the operations and maintenance come out. So there's less money. There's no debt limits, right? They can raise as much money as they can handle. But again, the whole thing is it's made for shit that makes money. There are two other types of bond, a double barrel bond. Before I leave, revenue bonds could be subject to AMT. So if there's somebody is subject to AMT, maybe you don't want to give them a revenue bond. You want to give them like GOs and public purpose bonds. Okay. Now, here we go. Here's the question. Remember, what's my holy trinity of suitability? Income, growth, or safety? So first of all, I'm going to be reading this. The customer is interested in an investment that will provide an income stream and diversify her current portfolio, which consists of small and mid-cap stocks. So she has some risky securities already. The customer has an aggressive risk tolerance and a 30-year time horizon and is comfortable paying taxes on the income generated. Now, from the investment, which of the following statement investments is most appropriate for the customer? So I'm going to throw out T-bills. We know that. We don't throw that out. Now, emerging market stocks. That's like stocks from like Peru, Venezuela, countries that are not first world. Maybe they're struggling. So there's no way they're paying dividends, okay? Remember, she wants income. Even though they're aggressive, she wants income. You have to address that income. So we're good with that income so far, right? So it's either B or D. Now, the thing is, a variable annuity is deferred. It's not really paying now. It's going to pay later, right? You're not going to invest. When you're young and you're aggressive, you're not going to buy an annuity and have it pay out. So the answer has to be a REIT. So the answer is D as in David. Okay. Now, again, right, REIT, Drew, perfect. REIT has to be the answer because it's aggressive enough. I mean, it's not like buying treasuries, which is T-bill. Variable annuity is more about retirement, and emerging markets don't pay. So remember that. Keep that in mind. You are looking for income, income, income. If they say income, growth, or safety, you have to address that. Okay. Boom. The answer is D, baby. D. Everyone needs a little D. Come on, Michael. Now, let's try a new one. Okay. This is more. Again, this is series 7. It could be on both. Everyone, look at number 5. I think you can see it. Number 5. Number 5, baby. Just number 5. Everyone do number 5. We're going to have fun while we do this. So fill in this space. Okay. Now, because Ivy sent me a picture for the question. Okay. What did you pick? Okay, loan puts and okay. So here's a question Ivy got. Okay, it's from Kaplan. Okay. Reed can usually pays quarterly, but I guess it could be monthly. Right. Again, process of elimination does work. Okay. Process of elimination. If you can knock out the bad shit and there's only one left, that's fucking gold, man. You can go through the whole test that way. So it doesn't matter that it's monthly or not. It's literally just REITs can pay monthly. They usually pay quarterly, but it is paying income. Okay. 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 Where are we? So now Ivy gave me a good question. Your customer with a discretionary account is approved to trade all option strategies and positions. Regarding discretion, the customer cautions that no positions having an unlimited loss potential should ever be used. Now, I'm going to say something here. Remember something. If you ever see 2 sells, it's always unlimited loss. If you see 2 buys, it's unlimited gain. If you see 2 sells, it's unlimited loss. So here's the other thing. So Ivy, so they don't want this. So you pick long calls and puts, which is fine, and then short straddles. Short straddles are 2 S's. That's unlimited loss. Now, the answer is long calls and puts. Long straddles are long and short spreads. So spreads are never unlimited. Remember that. Spreads are never unlimited. Okay? Okay. Ooh. So spreads are never unlimited. Okay? Now, So, but long straddles have a limited gain, short straddles have a limited loss. So if the person does not want unlimited loss, you have to avoid these things. If they don't want unlimited loss, avoid short calls, avoid short stock, avoid short straddles, and avoid covered puts, which again is sell a stock, sell a put. Those you need to avoid. Okay, here we go. I think everyone got a chance. A customer owns shares of XYZ, which are sold at a loss. For federal tax purposes, recognition of the loss is disallowed if within 30 days the customer purchased. Now, this is talking obviously about a wash sale. So a wash sale means if you sell stock for a loss, okay, if you sell stock for a loss, you cannot buy the stock back within 30 days. We agree. So here's the deal. You cannot also buy something that would turn into stock. While I'm talking, see if you can change your answer. So I cannot buy something that would also turn into stock. So Emily nailed it, okay? Now, not exercise, you just bought it. So if you buy a call, and let's do it this way. If you sell stock for a loss, if you buy the stock, a call, a warrant, a right, or a convertible security, it does not have to be exercised. Any one of those 5 things would disallow your loss. If you wait 31 days, it's fine. If you do it in 30 days, it's a loss. So again, if you sell stock for a loss and you buy a call, a right, a warrant, a convertible bond, or the stock again, all of those either buy stock or give you the right to buy stock, that would violate the law. So the answer is convertible bonds, which is letter C as in cocksucker. Okay, good. C is in cuckold. That's a better one. Okay. Okay. C is in Charlie. Good. Okay. This is a great one. Number 6. Let's do number 6. I'm not going to spend the whole time doing this. I will go in and out with some of these, but I think this is a good idea. 0 for 2, baby, Linda. It's fine. This is the hard task. This is the hard task. Okay. Now, here we go. Take your time. It's also, Linda, it's nighttime. Okay. No, what does a put give you the right to do, Drew? Call is the right to buy. Put is the right to sell. So if that said call, now if you short a put, yes, that could have been a question. So if you short a deep in the money put, that would work. But because short a put means you have to buy the stock. But if you buy a put, you have the right to sell, which nobody gives a shit about. Guys, if you like doing this stuff, please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to join the Facebook group, right? The #1 Facebook group, or about FINRA and all that other shit. It's FINRA. I don't even know the name of it anymore. FINRA and NASAA Exam Test Prep Network. Almost 7,000 fucking people in there. Okay. Here we go. A customer wants to purchase shares of a mutual fund. We're doing number 6. Anyone can figure this out. Don't be afraid. Be fucking wrong. You're allowed to be wrong. That's what we're here for. Be wrong and let me correct you. So I already got one wrong, so you all can come join me. Okay, now. A customer wants to purchase shares of a mutual fund. The registered rep should consider which of the following factors first when recommending a share class to the customer. So that means we've already chosen the fund. Okay? We've already chosen the fund. We want to know, okay, what a person should discuss. So remember, we're choosing the share class of the fund. That means we've already chosen the fund. So then I'm going to start knocking them out. So the assets manager of the fund, don't care. Not a problem. I'm already chosen the fund. The fund management fees, don't care. I've already chosen the fund. A, total return of the fund, don't care. I've already chosen the fund. C, amount of the purchase, right? Right, because it might be break points, okay? Yes, C is the correct answer. Everyone, C as in Charlie is the correct answer. I'm thinking of the other one. So C is the correct answer. The amount of the purchase. Here's why. Because if you put in a lot of money and it's A shares, you might want A shares, they give you the break point. If you put in not a lot of shares, maybe B or C is the better choice. So the only thing that matters here is the amount of the purchase. I love it. Good. Let me see if there's another one I can do. Let me unshare for a second. Let me find a good one. I'm not giving you all my questions. I'm going to give you another suit. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Everyone should be able to get. Number 8, as in Ocho. ESPN the Ocho. Number 8, baby. Number 8. If a customer has a capital loss of $9,000 and a capital gains of $4,000 in the same tax year, the customer will have. Let's do this one. We can do this one. I feel it. I feel the power, baby. I feel the freaking power. Oh, it's too high? Is that any better? Oh, yeah. So Raj Patel, taking the 62 tomorrow, I would go over, find my crash course, crash course playlist, or the crunch time, what I call the quick and dirty. But more importantly, make sure you go over ethics and prohibited activity, Raj. Okay, ethics and prohibited activity are pretty important, okay? Ethics and prohibited activity are important because that's a big deal, okay? They answer, especially on the 63, they definitely ask that quite often, okay? So make sure you do that, Raj, okay? Well, some of these are hard. I'm not getting. Not everyone's getting it, but I'll find a hard one. Okay. So the answer is Max is just being cocky. Okay, now, right. So perfect. So if I lost $9,000 and made 4, so I've lost $5,000, 5 G's, baby. Okay, I lost 5 G's. Of that 5 G's, I can use $3,000 against my ordinary income and carry the other $2,000 farther. So Linda, you got this one right. So now you're 1 and 2. Let's see if we can get you to 500. Okay. So again, the answer is B as in boy. Max deduction against ordinary income is $3,000. I can use capital losses against capital gains at all times. Okay, let's do the next one. Next one's a fun one. Number 9. Number 9, baby. Yes, by the way, Nancy, it was B. Yes, because you can reduce your income by $3,000 and then carry for the other 2. Okay. Okay. Well, Raj, the other thing is no late night. I'd rather. Okay, that's funny. There you go, Buckwheat. Now, okay, Raj. Do not stay. I'd rather you get up early and study than stay up late because you want sleep, okay? It's fine, go over some stuff, but don't go too crazy. I have a video on the ethics. Maybe reread it. Just make sure you're solid on it because you don't want to give that up. But do not stay up all night. Don't pull the old all-nighter hopped up on Adderall shit, okay? We're doing some, baby. On Friday night, I'll try to do some more suitability stuff. Okay. Rafaela, this is more for the 7 right now. I can throw it. This will do. I'll do this same thing for a little bit as we talk for the 66 and 63 on Thursday night. Okay. 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 A municipal bond is defeased in 2 years prior to the first redemption date. Which of the following types of issue most accurately? Okay. That's funny. I get it. Look, Raj, I'd rather you get sleep. Seriously. I know that you look, I assume you're probably young enough that you can probably pull that shit off. But I'm a much bigger fan of getting sleep and then doing it in the morning. But hey, if you want to do it, it's fine. Okay, but I've had a lot of people have problems with like being tired and not. It depends. Look, if your test is at noon, then stay up all night. Okay. Okay. Now, a municipal bond is defeased, not defeated, defeased, 2 years prior to the first redemption date, which of the following types of issues most accurately describes this circumstance. Okay. crossover, refunding, sinking fund, or advance refunding. Okay. So remember, anytime, this is the whole thing where if you're defeasing the debt, that means you're paying it off in the future, more than 90 days ahead. If you're buying a bond back now, that's called refunding, not pre-refunding. If you're doing it in the future, it's pre-refunding. So remember this. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, there's some crossover between the 65, 7, and the SIE a little bit. These are closer to 7, but they're good, so you know what to expect, right? Okay, now, defeasing the debt, advance refunding, pre-refunding, escrow to maturity, all mean the same thing. Defeasing the debt, advance refunding, pre-refunding, and escrow to maturity sometimes all mean the same thing. So the answer is D. Everyone needs a little D in their life, okay? So the answer is D as in David. I love it. Okay. Now I'm going to find a hard one for you. I know they're not easy, but I'm going to find a good one for you. I could do that one. Let's see. Okay, here we go. You're not going to like this one. And all of you who struggle, you can thank Max for this one. Okay, number 15. This is like one I skip with people. Okay. By the way, everyone who answered D on the last one got it correct Amundo. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Suraj, I get it. So basically, we play this game all the time. I tell you to go to sleep. You ignore me and you take it a pass anyway. That's fine. It is what it is. So this is Raj, right? So I tested 2:45 p.m. I told him to go to sleep early last time. He ignored me, did it anyway, and he passed. So let's play the game. We're on a pattern. I need you to go to sleep. You're going to ignore me and take the test and beat it tomorrow. That's going to be some good shit. Okay, this one is going to take a while. This is a FU question for most people. Oh, Lord, it's so hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I love waking up in the morning.
Hi, this is Cherry.
I get better looking each day. Everyone with me. Oh, Lord, it's so hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I love getting up in the morning because I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I don't know the words. I got to make the rest of them. Mac Davis, one of my favorite. Oh. That's funny. See if I can do this. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be perfect when your portfolio's looking so fine. I can't wait for each market to open to see my investments all climb. I calculate options with ease while others are stuck on their screens. But oh, Lord, it's hard to be perfect when I ace every financial scheme. Oh, Lord, it's so hard to be perfect when I pass every test in my sleep. With bonds and ETFs and all in order, the markets bow down at my feet. I know the PE ratios like gospel. I can spot when a stock's overbought. I navigate through each investment, making gains without a second thought. When others are fretting about losses, I'm calm, I just hedge with a smile. 'Cause, oh Lord, it's hard to be perfect when my strategy is always worthwhile. Oh Lord, it's so hard to be perfect when I pass every test in my sleep. With bonds and ETFs in all order, the markets bow down at my feet. Oh, here's to the traders and bankers and all who wish they could see just how, oh Lord, it's hard to be perfect, but someone's gotta be me. That is outstanding. Okay. Raj, go eat, baby. Okay. That's the stress of the test, baby. I am going to make a video on that motherfucker. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes, they are, Drew. That's good. Okay, let's go through this. Keisha, it should be one of the hard ones, okay? I think it's a test one, okay? A firm is underwriting a convertible preferred issue of ABC. Par value is 120. The yield is 10%, and the conversion ratio is 6-1. The common stock is trading at 15 per share, and the call price is 150. If held for 1 year and called away, what is returned? So let's start with the first one. Par value is 120, and it goes to 150. So if they call the bond, I have to choose. So remember, the ratio is 6-1. That means I get 6 shares for every bond I convert. So I'm going to go 6 times the market price of 15. So 6 times 15 is 90. So if I convert, I only get 90, okay? If I convert, I only get $90. Okay? Now, if I let it be called, I get 150. So good. I bought it at 120 and I got called at 150. So I make $30 right there. We okay with that? So I make $30 right off the shot. Okay? Now, next, what do? I have to go, we held it for 1 year. That's the trigger word. So I now know, so I made $30. Remember that. So now I know my yield is 10%. So I made 10% of 120, which is $12. So I made 30 plus $12. Okay? I made 30 plus $12. So I made $42. That's not an answer. So I have to divide 42 by my original of 120. So divide 42 by 120. Divide 42 by 120 because I made 30 plus 12 in my dividend. Okay? Yeah, but you're all forgetting the yield. Every one of you is forgetting the fact that I made 10%. Because they specifically said held for 1 year. So it's $30 in growth and then 10% of 12, which is of 120, which is 12. So I made $42. Divide by the original 120. That's going to be a grand old test of 35%. Does everyone get that? Okay, let me find it. Let me find a good one for the SIE to end on. Okay. D as in damn it. It's a hard fucking question. Let's find a good one. Let's find a good one, good one, good one, good one. I'm going to find one that is good that anyone can do. Okay. Here, this would be a question on any exam, pretty much. We're going to end on this one. Yeah, thanks a lot, Max. Thanks a lot, Max. Okay, number 29. Exactly. I've never been to the haiku shares in Hawaii, but I got to figure that that's pretty bad. Okay, quiet. Okay, here we go. Number 29, everyone should be able to do. We literally sort of just did the same thing. I'll fucking sing. You want me to start singing again? But Cam, did you answer it yet? That's the question. I don't see you answering it yet. Well, Marcus, no, the other one, they're not like that. They'll be like, no, there's always a few of those, but they're not that bad. Okay. The thing is, there's not a lot of math on this test. There you go, Cam. I like it. Everyone needs some D. Perfect. Okay. Michael Rose is quiet after I yelled at him. Okay, good. Here we go. I mean, we're handing this shit to you, Mike, with the deal stuff. Okay. Everyone, that's awesome. Okay. Yes, the answer is D. At the end of the year, after netting all gains and losses, a customer, the face for radio, baby, and a voice for the silent movies. Okay. A customer had a capital loss of $3,000. The customer is in the 32% tax bracket. Doesn't fucking matter because you lost money. He's permitted to reduce ordinary income by what amount? Boom, $3,000. Boom, I love it. Okay. No, it's okay. Sure, it isn't. There you go, Cam. That's all right. We got you. We know where you stand now. Look, there's nothing wrong with that, Cam. It's all you are what you are. Okay. Okay. You thought 30. What 30? What, this, the one we just did? Oh, I guess I'll put that up there just so we have it. This could be on any exam too, probably. I got to go. I got a student. And I get up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow too. Okay. Everyone, we're going to end on this one. Do number 30. We don't know. Everyone do number 30. Yeah, this is the last one though. If Cole's on here, he knows. So hopefully. Almost done with my live. Hold on. Almost done with my live. I'll be on in a minute. Of course, he came out his life. Okay, this is it, baby. Yeah, it's not that hard. Which of the following is least appropriate for a pension plan? A pension fund has to be safe, right? A pension fund has to be safe. So one of those you can't do. One of those things is not. Okay. Okay, we have 2 answers so far. Anybody else want to jump in? I guess there's a serious delay on this. Okay. It's funny, when I do this with my classes, right? I sit there and I read the question and I put it up, and then I have to kind of like just figure out when they've all answered it. Okay. So no, D would be okay. D would be allowed because index options are okay because they're kind of good night, buckwheat. I'll see you on Friday or Thursday, then Friday. So the answer is A, everyone. Uncovered call writing is too risky. You can't do it, right? That's the whole thing. You can't, you literally, if you sell an uncovered call against a pension plan, what happens? You could literally blow up the entire pension plan with one bad day. If all of a sudden it's GameStop, you're fucked. Okay. Okay. Not too bad, people. Not bad. Okay. I'll try to do the same thing if it gets if we get down a little bit. I don't mind having that up there while we talk and shit. And you're gonna have to listen to my I'm gonna have somebody record that fucking song. Okay, now. Okay, everyone. Have a good night. I will see you. Next time I see you, I'll be exhausted because I'll be driving back from Philadelphia. Oh boy, my arm's tired. Okay. Kate, how are you? Okay. That's fine. There you go. That's the way to do it. Just jump in at the end, buckwheat. That's where. Kate, how are you? Okay. Good. I'm glad we got it. That's right. I have one where I did for the I did it on TikTok, the same thing I did the SAE. I may start doing that more on TikTok because I think I had like 300 people on there at one point. Not all answering, but a lot of them are doing it. Okay. Well, Kate, I can't do it now. But parity, Kate, you just remember parity is you take the ratio and multiply it times the common stock. Okay. Drew, you don't need prayers. You're going to be fine. Kate, pray for me. Pray for me. Okay. So now, so Kate, all you're doing is find the ratio. First, you do par divided by the convertible price. And then you do that times the market price of the stock. And that's parity. Oh, got it. Hope, you know, it's funny. My mom's in Naples and she won't leave, but it's fun. She's in the B zone, which is right next to the C zone, which is not an evacuation. She said, I'm here. I got my PB&J. I almost flew down, but what am I going to do? I'll just float by her like a fucking manatee. So she'll be fine. We will. Now, so again, Kate, parity is literally just what if you take the conversion ratio, multiply times the common stock, and that gives you the parity. And if that's if that parity, whatever that number is, higher than the bond price, you convert. If it's lower, you sell the bond. Okay. But anyway, no, but somebody was in Gainesville. Somebody posted on Facebook. They said, my kids are in Gainesville and they want to drive south. What's the best way? And everyone's like, why the fuck would you leave Gainesville? It's not in the path of the thing. And I'm like, yeah, get the fuck off the road. You shouldn't be on the roads clogging it up. It's crazy. Everyone's going to Gainesville and they want to leave. Maybe go to a hurricane party. I have no fucking idea. Anyway, it's going to be a big one. Drew, stay dry. Just keep your head above water and swim away from the water, not toward the water. Okay, everyone? Okay. See, I know. I got it. Okay. See, I throw that shit in there. Some people catch it. Okay. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you in 47 hours. Kate, I hope I helped out a little bit. If not, find my Mathapalooza video. That'll work. Okay. I am out of here. Well, that was anticlimactic. Okay. Yes, it's fucking moronic. Absolutely moronic.